Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning, 23rd of January, 2023. We're going to have a great session today. Excited to be here. We're going to be talking about some huge changes and things you need to know about. And one of them I was actually working on last night, and I want to share that story with you too. But if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Let's get that business stuff out of the way. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. And I'm going to be in this room recording this afternoon. It's going to be hilarious. We're doing this thing on chickens. We're having a big chicken sale, but I'm going to have a chicken. I'm going to be telling chicken jokes. It's going to be really good. So be on the lookout for that. If you're not on Survivalcave Foods email list, you'd want to get on it just to watch this video. It's really good. There's conversations going on between me and Chicken Farmer Jones, and you got to see it. You just got to see it. So anyhow, make sure you get on that list. That'll be coming out probably in a day or two. So you got to hurry and get on the list so you can watch the video. I don't know how long it's going to be up. Make sure you use this chat section here, guys. Put in there any of your comments, questions, suggestions, ideas. Tell me what your weather is. Tell me who you are. Introduce yourself. Whatever you want to do, but make sure you use that chat section there. We're talking about some stuff that's really, really exciting today because it's things that have really changed in their emerging things that are happening in the digital marketing arena. And I mean, I worked with one of them last night. I'm gonna say it right all out. In the beginning, I didn't know what this was. It was called Chat GPT, but it's artificial intelligence. It is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen come along. I played with it last night, and I want to try to describe what it does. And this is the first thing that is one of the trends is this AI and digital marketing, but it does everything. You know, I know this copywriter guy, and he is on Facebook, and he was slamming how horrible this AI is and how terrible it is. And, you know, I'm thinking, why does he care? And I played with it last night. It's because it does copy. It'll write copy for you. But let me give you the icing on the cake before I tell you all the things it does. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is go to Chat GPT. Let's say you wanted a business plan to start a restaurant in the middle of the Midwest in the United States serving fast food, okay? You could tell Chat GPT what you wanted to do, and it would write out the entire business plan for you. So let me explain to you kind of what it does. Right now, we go to Google, and we'll type in, you know, I don't know, how to build a kitchen table. And you're going to get a million results on how to build a kitchen table. Some are videos, some are, no, that's not what Chat GPT, I can't talk, Chat GPT does. It actually does the work for you. So you could say, oh, I want to write a blog that's 600 words long on how to survive a hurricane and how to protect my family on the East Coast of America. And it would literally write that out. And I'm talking within seconds, it has that information for you. You could tell it to do caricatures of a picture that you have. I mean, it's just amazing, and it's free. And what it does is it actually goes out onto the internet and gathers all this information and thinks about it and then does whatever you want. You can tell it to say, I want to build a website and I want the code for it for a website that sells furniture with a beach theme. And it would write all the code for you, and you could copy and paste that code and you'd have a website. It is amazing. It is amazing, guys. You know, people who write blogs and all that, you can have a blog written in 5 seconds. I did it last night. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. Now, the only bad thing about artificial intelligence and this website is that it's crashing constantly. Within 5 days, in 5 days, it went from 0 to 1 million users in 5 days. It took Facebook, I think, almost a year to do that. So, I mean, guys, it is huge. It's going to change everything. This is the biggest game changer I've ever seen. This is only one of the 11 things I'm going to tell you about today, but it is the most startling thing I've just ever seen. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm scared about the direction it could go, though. I mean, it's smart as crap. It really is. I heard the interview with the guy that actually came up with it on NPR the other day, and he was talking about it. And then I went into my channel, and I was looking at the most searched terms in my channel, and number 3 was Chat GPT. I was like, I've got to figure it out. I got to learn it. I did, and I'm going to use it. I've got all kinds of ideas for it too. So stick with me on that. All right. The next one is influencer marketing. This is a huge trend. It's growing and growing and growing. I heard Neil deGrasse talking about this the other day, and he said, influence marketers are, in their teens and early 20s, some of them, and they walk through the door and they make more money than all of us put together. It is amazing, and I get offers too for my channel. I don't do many of them because I don't like to sell you guys stuff, but I get offers of, $2,000-$3,000 to do a 60-second or 30-second spot. It's crazy. I mean, if I wanted to sit there and do that all day, I could do it, but obviously you would lose your audience because all you're doing is ads. But it's amazing. These influence marketers, that is a huge trend, guys. I mean, that is a trend that is not going anywhere anytime soon, because the cool thing about it is they've already got an audience. So maybe they've got an audience in fashion or makeup or exercise or whatever it is. Companies with those products go to them and say, look, I want to get to your audience. I don't want to put an ad on TV where it's going to be going out to every single person, and only a very small portion of those people are even interested in what I've got. So they go to these small influencers. Now they're not spending, like $30,000 or $40,000 like they would for a TV commercial. They're only spending maybe $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, depending on the audience, but they're getting the audience they want. So this is the new wave. It's a big, big deal. You're going to see more and more of it. Becoming a social media influencer really is a new way of life. Okay. To be a great influencer, you got to know how to generate engagement. You need a lot of expert knowledge and all that, which I do on this channel too. But man, oh man, I mean, some people who really go all into that, they make a tremendous amount of money. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about, this is pretty cool too. It's called personalized marketing. Personalized marketing. And I'm getting ready to do that probably today. I'm shooting the video for my chicken sale, but if you're aware how many ads you see on the internet, I mean, there's just tons of them, right? There's too many brands fighting for your attention, trying to sell you their latest product. So as a marketer, you really got to be kind of clever nowadays. It's not enough to show your product or service to a broad audience and wait for the results. You need to address the problems of your potential customers and offer solutions for them. Okay. So that means you got to know who your potential customers are. If you have a LinkedIn account, you probably get a lot of spammy messages. I know I've got one. I never go in there. I never really look at it, but I know it's there. All right, I've got some comments in here. Let me get in here and entertain some comments. What do we got here? We got, wow, this is from Sun WC16CHOL. Good to see you and good to have you here, man. I appreciate it. Paul, one influencer who interviews daily charges $3,000 an interview to be on a show. Wow, isn't that backwards, right? I mean, you'd think the person being interviewed would pay to be on, or excuse me, would get paid to be on a show, but no, because of the reach of the audience. Who is that, Paul? Do you know who that is? I want to hear about that. $3,000, huh? And that's not a large sum of money. It really isn't, guys. Some of these influencers charge a ton of money. This guy here is going to put a bunch of dirty stuff on there. So we just got to block him, right? That's all we got to do is just block him. Oh, well, it was fun seeing you, man. Talk to you later. All gone. Yeah, guys, you can't really do that kind of stuff on there. You can't put the dirt, we get them though. I mean, you're always going to get an idiot every now and then. So we just have to block them and they're gone. Oh, well. All right. So we were talking about influencer marketing. Let's move into the next category I want to talk about here. There's so many things. I selected 11 for today, which is not that many, but man, there's so many. If you want to be an influencer marketing, you can look at things like Brand24. It's a top social listening tool. There's a 14-day free trial if you want to go check that out. Facebook is kind of losing its popularity. There's still a lot of active groups where users exchange information, but it's a chance for your brand to become connected with more clients and shorten the distance. So that's kind of dying out a little bit, but it's still there. Next thing up I want to talk about, short form video content. Guys, we see this, John Lee Dumas. Okay, I see that. John Lee Dumas. And I think we deleted everything from that one person, didn't we? Yeah, they're gone. They're history. Short form comment, like TikTok videos undoubtedly dominated most of the popular social media content within the last year. But there's so many other major social media platforms that copied this style. I mean, when you see these platforms doing this stuff, you look at it and you go, well, I could do that too. And that's what a lot of people do. They were so successful that other major platforms copied the style. And in the past few years, we've seen the rise of Instagram Reels, which later copied to Facebook. Got YouTube Shorts. You got Twitter even tried their luck with Fleets, but they were removed in 2021. So let's see what Elon does with that. One thing is for sure, though, your attention span is getting shorter. Unfortunately, we're hit with so much stuff constantly that it's just, I mean, it's almost too much to consume. Let me throw a comment up there real quick. All right. It's amazing to see the instant platforms like Rumble that are gaining traction. Yeah, I hear a lot about Rumble. I haven't been on there. My wife's been on there a little bit more. I've heard it's more of like a conservative platform, which is fine. I mean, there's room for everybody, and if you want to know my politics, which I never talk about them, I don't trust any politicians. There you go. I don't trust any of them. I feel like I can do more and get more accomplished by what I do on a daily basis than what somebody's going to fight for me for. That's just BS. Nobody's fighting for me. I know that. All right. So let's get back to some of my list right here. There is, a challenge really as a marketer. You've got to use the first few seconds of a video to really grab the user's attention. Now, I'm doing a chicken sale this week, and I'm going to literally have a chicken on my desk. I'm going to be talking to this guy named Chicken Farmer Jones, and he's going to be off to the side asking questions and all. And it's all like a comedy skit, and I'm going to be telling chicken jokes, but it's all to promote our chicken sale. So you do want to get a listen, see that. So you got to grab their attention. That's what I'm going to do with my chicken. Probably not every company is viral worthy. Okay. But on the other hand, if you work hard, you can really get some views and you can really build up traffic for your company. Social media feeds are optimized for mobile devices. Keep that in mind. Any of this stuff you do, it's optimized for mobile devices. So when you're doing your digital marketing strategy, you want to really make sure that it's going to look good on mobile devices. Next thing that is a trend, I think, it's pretty big too. Let me get Paul up there real quick before I get into number 5. There we go, buddy. You're there. What I find is that a lot of companies fail to embrace social media and are on the way out. Yeah, that's true. It really is. And especially, let me get a sip here real quick. If you are a digital marketer, man, you got to stay on top of this stuff. And I'm going to keep referring back to Chat GPT. And Paul, I don't know if you've played with that yet or not. It is astounding. And the other one I looked at the other day was copy.ai. I don't know if I can put that. Let's see. Copy.ai. I think that'll go through. You want to check that out. That's pretty amazing. It'll write any type of copy for you, whether it's a sales page, whether it's a product description, whether it's anything you want, it's going to write it for you. And it does it in good SEO fashion. And I think the initial membership is free up to 2,000 words a month. And then you pay something if you want 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is you go to. So that's pretty amazing. So you do want to check that out. And yeah, Paul, you're right. We've got to not only embrace it, we're going to stay on top of it. It's like work every day now. I mean, I got to work. Well, I actually have for many years, but next one is multi-channel social media marketing. Multi-channel social media marketing. It was just a few years ago that social media platforms like Facebook thought they had everything, right? They thought they were it, they were the one, that's where everybody's going to go. And everybody was there and everything happened there, but not in 2023. That's not going to be the case, guys. Facebook is not yet shutting down, but if you truly want to be a good social media marketer, you have to be in a lot of other different places. Like Paul just mentioned, Rumble. It's an up and coming platform. The platform that's been really getting the most attention lately is TikTok. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a Chinese company. I do know how I feel about that. But anyhow, It's gained a lot of popularity in the past few years, and now the brands are seeing a lot of potential in marketing on TikTok. But I do have my concerns over that one. But I'm going to share it with you because it's big, and if you want to use it, you may want to use it. Let's see here. Paul's got another comment right here. He says, I believe our friend Jason Myers is involved in AI copy software. Buddy, he's involved in stuff you can't believe. He's involved in billion-dollar deals. Just so you know, he's all over the place. I don't even know how he comprehends some of the stuff he's doing. Really smart guy and a funny guy, a really funny guy. I know a story what he did. He played a joke on somebody, but I better not share it. Not without his permission. I can't do that, but it was hilarious. And I've used his joke on some other people, and it has to do with technology, but it's pretty funny. So my advice really is to observe how things are going. Look out there. Be on the lookout for any serious Twitter alternatives that appear in the market. Right now, Mastodon seems to be a potential competition for Twitter. But I don't know. Elon's a pretty smart guy and he's good at marketing. So we'll see what happens there. Number six is something that's been around for a long time, but it's really growing, and that's LinkedIn. Even though it's, not a brand new platform or anything like that, it's really been growing, and its potentials for customers in 2023 is actually huge. Let's see here. I've got some stats here I pulled up. LinkedIn worldwide in millions. In 2015, they were at 414 million, and now they're at 738 million. So in that 6 years, they've really grown a lot. Okay, pretty much doubled. Think of it this way. LinkedIn Premium is one of the most expensive social media subscription plans, yet 39% of LinkedIn users still decide to pay for it. That's pretty impressive. The statistics speak for themselves. While preparing a marketing strategy, you cannot ignore LinkedIn in 2023, guys. You really got to look at it. The next one is an oldie. It's an oldie, but it's really, really important. And I think a lot of people ignore it, and it's just plain old SEO. The latest Google updates show us we are approaching the end of an era when it comes to keyword stuffing SEO. And I think that's been dead for a long time, but people are still trying to do it. The AI algorithms and search engines are getting clever and can now clearly see if the landing page or the article was crafted by a real human who genuinely wants to help them as the reader. But there's also AI that can write SEO for you. I was just talking about ChatGPT. You can write your descriptions and your SEO in that. It'll do it for you. Get in there and play with it. I mean, I really, when you get in there and play with ChatGPT, you're going to be amazed. Now, I don't want you to get me wrong. Keywords are still important. They really are. And you should still care about SEO. You just need to change your perspective. Google and other search engines promote sites that thoroughly answer users' questions, not the ones that have the most backlinks and the exact keywords in the meta title. So you want to do good. I mean, it still comes back down to that. Just do good, do the right thing. If you do that, you're going to get good results. If you're still buying links and stuffing keywords and using, black hat SEO, you're probably going to lose your website at some point. So I would stop doing that. It doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. You're wasting your time. You would do better to do nothing than to do that and have your website blocked. Another digital marketing trend in SEO is zero-click searches. Okay. So we all want to hit that first position with a perfectly optimized content, but sometimes Google decides to use your answer as a featured snippet. Now, what a featured snippet is, it's a question with an answer, and traffic significantly drops. There's unfortunately no remedy to this, guys. There's nothing you can do. You just have your answer up there, but they never click through to your site. If you want to avoid zero-click searches, be sure your writing is so captivating that the users want to read more. On the other hand, if they are just looking for a quick answer and the featured snippet gives them what they want, there are chances that they're going to become your client anyhow. They're going to come to your site and see what you've got because you've done a really good job, of answering the question. Next one is a big one. And I've always been big on this. I mean, probably 30 some odd years, but it's really come to play in 2023. And that is great customer experience. Always give people a great customer experience. Very important to do that. And guys, you're welcome to put questions and chats and whatever you want in this chat section. We kicked one guy out in the beginning. Oh, well, but that's pretty rare for us. We rarely ever get any trolls, but you're going to get them. You're going to get them if you go out there. Okay. My wife has a book club, and there's one member of the book club that's nothing but a pain in the butt. She never shows up for anything. And then she complains about what books they're reading, and just on and on and on. And, it's like I told her, I said, you're going to go out and put forth this effort and to do all these things, and you're always going to have problems. You're going to invite problems when you go out and put forth effort. So some people will say, well, I don't want to go out and put forth any effort then because I don't want to invite problems. The problem is you'll never get anything good either if you don't do anything. So you're going to get 80% problems and 20% wins. And that's just the way it is. It's the 80-20 rule. It's never changed, never going to change the way it is. Customer experience though. Because we're increasingly moving towards a digital world, the customer experience has become even more important part of our business strategy. Now, you can find reviews and opinions about almost anything in a matter of seconds. If a company offers bad customer service, the word will quickly spread. Customers will quickly start to avoid their products and look for alternatives. So you want to be careful for that, guys. You're going to get nailed. You're going to get nailed worse in 2023 than you've ever had if you're doing bad customer experience. Your digital marketing strategy should put focus on giving the customers the best experience. Your webpage should be easy to use. It should be fast, easy to navigate. Don't hide vital information. Like I'm trying to get a return to a company right now, and I cannot find their phone number. I bought a gift for my son for Christmas, and they literally do not have a phone number. I've sent messages to them. So I'm getting a little aggravated, may have to call my credit card company, and I don't want to do that. But anyhow, make it easy for people. So I've already got a bad feeling about that website when they don't have a phone number. Make sure you have a phone number. Even if it goes to a voicemail, make sure they can call you. Work on clear site structure. Use chat bots, other social things that you can do, solutions that it makes it easier for your customer. FAQs, have a good FAQ. Improved customer experiences will definitely be a huge digital marketing trend in 2023. So you definitely want to get on top of it. Number nine, we got 3 more left. Are we doing okay on time, guys? Yeah, 10:22, got 8 minutes. I got to leave here and go get my chicken. Yeah, I've got this chicken that's going to be in the video. So I got to leave here, go over to Walmart and grab a chicken. Crazy as that sounds, but it's going to be a great video. Ethics in digital marketing. Ooh, ethics. Did I say that? Yes. In 2023, there's no place for unethical marketing strategies. Conscious choices are trending. So your potential and existing customers are now much more motivated by ethics and morality, I guess, than ever before. It seems like everybody gets offended by everything nowadays, which I don't care about those people. I mean, you go out and get offended. I don't really care. Customers know about global warming. They know about the impact of mindless capitalism, but I don't think it is. I think a lot of this stuff is crap. So, I don't worry about it as much, but I will tell you, it's a trend. It's a trend and people may attack your company. That's why you got to be honest in your communication. Don't be afraid to lose customers. Okay. I'm not afraid to lose customers. I am what I am. If you go to Survivalcave Food, I've put up a new video there on our about page. You got to go to the about page, about us page, and it tells what we're all about, what we believe in. So some people won't like it. Some people will like it. It's okay. Go there, look at it. And don't forget your comments, guys. The comments are slowing down there. Got to get a little more comments in there. So anyhow, be honest, be truthful. But I wouldn't go so far as to worry about, offending anybody, because you're going to no matter what. More and more companies pursue a CRM, which is a, cause related marketing. Before it was, it stood for something else, but cause related marketing. If you're into that sort of thing, it's a trend. I'm not. So it's not a trend for me. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just telling you what's big out there. I don't do every single thing. But if you stay ethical in your digital marketing strategy, you're probably not going to have a problem. But there's always going to be somebody who's going to attack you. It's just the way it is, man. They just do. Inclusive marketing. With the rise of consciousness, there's much higher focus on inclusive marketing. Long gone are the times when brands didn't care about minorities in their marketing messages. You need to care about everybody, okay? This digital marketing trend is strongly connected with all the other points I've been telling you before this. When you're doing your marketing message, think about inclusiveness. Think about including people. That's very important. If you're software as a service company or online business, make sure your website is adjusted for people with poor sight. Okay, make sure it's there. If you have a physical store, adapt to the space for people with disabilities. I mean, that should be there. That's a fair thing to do. But inclusivity is not about disabilities. Okay, it really is not. So make sure you're talking to everybody that's out there, guys. We're all just humans. I mean, I know we look different, we act different, we have different language, but we're all just humans. We're just trying to get through life. I mean, don't block out any group of people. I think that's ridiculous. Number 11 is a big one, and I'm looking at it now because I'm running ads. I'm running ads pretty heavy. Google Analytics 4. Yes, Google Analytics 4. And I just set this up. I have ads running right now for Survivalcave Food. It's called GA4. If you're using Google Analytics, you will be making the switch to the newest version, and I've already done it. Google announced GA4 that would replace Google Analytics on July 1st, 2023, but I'm already using it. If you're still on the old Google Analytics, it's high time you really get the next version. I would go ahead and do it now, and that way you can play with it. You can already install it on your website. There's tons of free and paid courses on the new iteration of Google Analytics. So if you encounter any problems, you can just contact support at Google. I have a rep that helps me with my ads over at Google. So he walks me through all this stuff because it's not easy. I'm not going to say this is easy. You can also try analytics alternatives. Most of them, unfortunately, are paid though, and they don't really give you that much more than the Google tool. Before you decide to make a switch, check if the tool is compliant with the latest GDPR and data collection rules, because if you don't, you could be left out in the cold. So that's what I got for you today. But here's the truth. You need to start today. You need to start today on this stuff. The quicker you adapt these marketing strategies, the better. Analyze which digital marketing trends in 2023 are most likely to get your brand a boost and prepare your team for changes. One thing I'm going to tell you, if you go to ChatGPT and you start to use it and you get it to generate whatever content, what's really important is understanding prompts. What is a prompt? The prompt is what you're telling ChatGPT to do. So the more detailed you can do that, the better the result's going to be. So if I say, write a blog on surviving a hurricane. Okay, so you're going to get a blog on how to survive a hurricane, but it may not be exactly what you want. But if you say in 800 words or less, write a blog on surviving a hurricane for a family of 4 that lives in Virginia, okay, that wants to have a food and water supply and contingency plan. You're going to get a whole lot better results than if you tried to, just do a kind of a basic one. Now, you can't do that on Google. They're saying that this ChatGPT could wipe out Google. Google could be gone forever. Now, why is it? And then I woke up today and Google is firing thousands of people. Why? Well, because it does what Google does, except it gives you one good result, right? So it's not going to say, okay, here's 20 million websites you could look at. That's not convenient. Okay. We never go past the first page anyhow. What ChatGPT does is it takes all the information you give it. Like if I wrote that big long description and put it into Google, I'm just going to get more and more pages. I'm not going to get any better result. With ChatGPT, I'm going to get a really refined, good result. Okay. So think of it that way. Now, some people will say, well, what's going to happen to websites? Because people write blogs and, they're making money off their ads and their blogs won't show up anymore and nobody will find them anymore if you don't have Google. That's not true. If you use ChatGPT, it's going to find the best blogs. So here's what you got to do. You got to now have the best blogs. You got to have the good stuff that ChatGPT is going to look at and go, this is a really good result. You ought to check this out. Okay. So get in there, play with it. It's absolutely free. I also recommend copy.ai. I put that in there, but I should put ChatGPT in here because some of you may not be understanding what I'm saying. So make sure you try ChatGPT. It's free to use. Yeah. Now, if you just Google Chat GPT, you're going to find it. And all you got to do is put in your email and it sends you a code. And then you go back and put in that code and you're off and running. Blogs, product descriptions, whatever you want done, it's going to do it for you. Got to check it out. Okay. And you got to what? You got to subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a new video. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support on this channel and your continuing support in all of our businesses. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope to see you Wednesday. I leave Thursday for my cruise, so we'll see what I can do. Love each and every one of you. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.